Hello, everyone. Happy Monday to you. I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and today is Monday, January 17th, 2022. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Today is a stitchy hour, a happy little stitch hour. So don't be fooled by the background. We're just in a different space for our happy little stitch hour today. Plus, I didn't want to forget to still do giveaways for today. So for at the end of today, maybe you can help remind me. My daughter is here to read comments while I'm stitching, but maybe you can help remind me. I have a name drawn to win this at the end of today. This is a needle minder from Flamingo Toes, and this was not claimed. So I have another name drawn to win this, and we'll see if that will be claimed this time. So let's see who's here. Let me say hello to everyone quick. Oh, and two more things I want to tell you before I settle in with stitching. Number one, I have two new stitch longs that I have put in the shop. Two new stitch longs. And let me pull them up here for you so that you can see them. These will both start in April. I've been working this weekend on getting ahead for our stitch longs. And so I'm planning out February, March, and April right now. And so this one I just added for April. It is by Little House Needleworks and it's the ABC Sampler series. So there are a few in this series, and each one has more letters from the alphabet. This is just the ABC one. But that is online at happylittlestitchshop.com. So if you want to join us for that stitch along, you can reserve your spot. And that one is a series one, so that will be multiple months. This one, this next one is just a one and done. So it's a small stitch called Harrietta and Co. by With Thy Needle and Thread. And this is a one-time shipment, so you get everything you need to stitch this little cutie in one shipment. And then it's done. So it's not like over multiple months. So both of those are new in the shop for you to come and join if you want to. And we also have our Happy Little Stitchers shirts. These are listed in the shop. So we have three different shirts. This is the raglan, which I love. You guys, they're so comfortable. I'm kind of picky about my shirts. And being the first time that I was ordering, I was like, my gosh, what shirt do we get? I want it to be a nice one. I don't want it to be, and they're very soft. They're very nice. They are pretty much just like the other shirts that I wear. Like, I think it might be the same brand shirt. So we have the raglan in the shop. We have a aqua crew neck and we have a vintage red V-neck. So we have some happy little stitcher apparel, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. Okay, let me say hello to people quick, and then I will share my progress on my Sabbath stitch that I made yesterday before I start stitching. Hello, Country Gal 854. Hello, Margaret. Happy mail last week from Weeks Dye Works Floss Club. Beautiful colors, wintry, not dull. Yay! Have some black work snowflake designs to try. Ooh. Hello, Patty. Received happy mail over the weekend. Be glad to get going on those. Oh, good. I'm glad. I also received happy mail. Hello, Jen. Happy stitching day. Hello, Carla. Stitch for an hour. Yes, we are going to sit and stitch. Hello from Iowa. Hello, Lori. Hello, Janine. We Santa 2020. So cute. Some of you have not had your We Santa 2020 ship yet. That's because I was shorted some charts. They're on the way to me. They're supposed to arrive either tomorrow because they can't arrive today. So they're supposed to arrive tomorrow. Unless UPS is running today, then they might come today. But they're supposed to arrive tomorrow, and hopefully they will. And then we can get the rest of those We Santa 2020 orders out. I apologize for that. I did not realize that we were shorted some. And so they sent them out to us right away when I contacted them. So those will be coming. This is kind of a crazy, January was not a friendly shipping month. Like, I don't ever want to revisit that again, which is also part of the reason that we're trying to get ahead 3 months instead of just working on the month that's coming We're trying to get ahead of the game a little bit. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Sandy. Hope you all had a good weekend. You too. Hello, Robin. Oh, 1 foot of snow overnight. Oh my gosh. I know you guys out there are getting hit with a snowstorm. I hope everybody is okay and safe and just cozy in stitching. Hello, Trisha. It seems like forever. I'm so glad that you're here. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Tammy P. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Stacy. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here for your first happy little stitch hour. This isn't usually the way that it goes. I'm kind of doing a little bit of a mashup between a floss tube and a happy little stitch hour. But I'm going to get stitching here in just a minute, and my daughter's going to read your comments. Hello, Huckleberry. Stacy says, such a cute shirt. It's so comfy, you guys. I'm super excited. I hope that I hope you guys like them, first of all. And secondly, I hope that they go flying out the door, because then that's a good sign that that this was a good request to follow through on. You guys had been requesting shirts for a long time, and it took me a long time to get it going. And now it's finally done and it's finally here. And so I'm excited to see how it goes. Hello, Helena. You don't have work today. Hello, Carrie. She says, love your shirt. Thank you so much. Hello, Jenny. So glad you are here. Hello, Susan. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Kim. I definitely want to join that one. I know that was one of your requests, that ABC samplers. And I went and looked it up and I was like, wow, those houses are so cute. Sandy, I love both shirts. Oh, good. The Stitching with Lori one and the Happy Little Stitchers. Country Gal saw them this morning. My husband brought me a new stitching chair this weekend. All I want to do is stitch now. That is so nice. Love the Raglan, says Chris. We'll have to check them out. Thank you. I love Raglan shirts too. But I am excited to I think the next one that you will probably see me wear either later this week or next week is the vintage red V-neck. And I'm going to put a shirt underneath it, a long sleeve shirt underneath it for these cold winter months. Your shirts are adorable, Angela. Thank you, Sandy. Purple is cute on you. I like purple. Thank you, Kim, for saying that. I like purple, and this wasn't my first pick. And I'm really glad that my first pick didn't work out because I was like, oh, my first pick isn't available. They were sold out, and so I couldn't get it. And then I was looking at other options, and I saw this is called vintage purple, and I thought, oh, okay. Wonder how that's going to look. So, you kind of go with it, unsure about how it's going to look compared to what's on the screen. And I really, really like it. And this is not white. It's like a heather gray. I didn't want to do white because it dulls so quickly and it gets to look kind of grungy. Well, this is already like a heather gray. So I am happy about that. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So thank you. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Sheila. Brandy, hello. Awesome shirts. Yours looks great. Save me one. I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My daughter here even said, Mom, can I wear one? Was it you or was it the other one?
I don't know.
It was one of them. One of these two. Hello, all ready for a fun stitching Monday. Hello, Tammy S. Received my floss club packages Friday. Great colors and fun. Seeing my fancy floss stash increase. I'm so happy to hear that, Debbie. Yes, so we have floss leagues. We have a Weeks Dye Works one, and we have a Classic Color Works one, and it's open. So if anybody wants to join, please go to happylittlestitchshop.com and join our floss leagues. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love the snowman behind you. Oh, that's Jack. Thank you, Deborah. 8 inches of snow. Oh no. Hello, Deanna. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Julie. Hello, Martha. The purple is cute. Great choice. Thank you. It's kind of bright and colorful, and it kind of goes with our logo. So it all fell together for a reason, I think. I think that first choice was not meant to be for a reason. Just reserved my spot for ABC samplers. Can't wait. Yay, Kim. Stacy says it's a great choice. Perfect purple. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Colleen. Okay, and then really quick, I'm gonna share with you my progress on my Sabbath stitch. I did get a little bit of stitching done yesterday. I was so anxious to get some stitching in because it's been a really, really busy week. So I was looking forward to sitting down, but I had a bunch of new release stuff to get online as well. So I did like a bit of stitching and then I took a break and I did um a new release, got some new releases online. Then I stitched and then I got new releases online. So from our new release party, I don't have all of them up there yet, but most of the requests are online now. I think everything from Moda is out there. I think a chunk of it from Riley Blake Designs, and I just have a few odds and ends from Riley Blake Designs to add out there. But pretty much everything else is out there. Hello, Nancy. So glad you are giving us a try. I hope you have fun with us and I hope you come back. Cheryl, good morning. Just got my Gathering Snowflakes kit. Love the blue. Oh, good. The designer, that's what she chose. She recommended that. So I thought it looked perfect and it has really nice variegation throughout it. And so I'm hoping that it works out nicely. Sandy has a quick question. Are you not doing the featured stitch of the month anymore? I'm not. And the reason for that is I would get all the stuff kind of guessing how many people were going to sign up and then trying to react to it, like 1 month, "Oh, we had a lot," so then the next month I would order more, and then it wouldn't and we would prepare more floss kits, and then it wouldn't sell as much, and so then we were left over with a bunch of floss kits. So it was just hard to find the right kind of level ground for that. So this year, instead, I think what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try to pick out a small stitch, kind of like the Stitch of the Month Spotlight, and so that's what I'm starting with, Harrietta and Company. And we'll just open it up like a stitch along. And it'll be a small stitch along, and whoever wants to sign up for it can sign up for it. And I'm going to try to plan it a few months ahead so that there's time for people to sign up for it and time for me to get the stuff. And then that way I have a more secure number to base my orders off of. So that's my plan. That's why I added Harrietta and Company. That's going to be like a monthly stitch. And I'm going to pick a new stitch for each month, or ones that are requested from people will fit in there too. But we'll pick a new stitch each month to focus on. And usually it'll be monthly themed, kind of like the stitch of the month was. But instead of just doing a stitch of the month and offering it, with random numbers, instead we're going to do it as a stitch along. So that's a good question. And I hope that makes sense. And I hope that is interesting to people, like something that you want to do. And hopefully it sounds good. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Tammy S. If I have the ABC series, can I get? Of course you can. Yes, I will help you out with that. Can you show the stitch behind you? She believes she could. Want to see your buttons you used. I used what I had, but may change them. I sure can. Maybe. Oh, don't let anything fall. So I used Lori Holt's 1/4 inch cute little buttons for the top ones for these. What are these from? These are Lori Holt buttons. No, maybe those aren't Lori Holt buttons. I think I had some red buttons for the bigger ones. All of the ones on top, these up here, and this little one here are 1/4 inch cute little buttons from Lori Holt. These two, I think I had in my button jar. So I think I just used those from my jar. That was a fun stitch though. I really liked that one. That was one that I couldn't put down. Of course, I think it was the only one that I was working on at the time. So I haven't forgotten about you. Sounds great. Thanks, Sandy. Oh, you're welcome, Sandy. That's a great idea. So just a snail stitch. What? A small stitch every month. Yes. So it's going to be smaller so that it's something that could be completed in a month. That's feasible to complete it in a month. Hello, Sharon. You have not missed too much. We talked about shirts. We talked about 2 new stitch alongs in the shop. We talked about 2 giveaways that we're doing at the end of this live. Angela, any timetable on the Savior's Praise fabric and pattern being shipped out? Also, the link for the upcoming stitch alongs is not working. Oh no. Yes, I'm hoping this week. The fabric should be here. We have the patterns restocked now. Fabric and so I should be able to get that to you once I get to the shop. Uh, I will make a note to try to remember to focus on that. Sometimes when I go into the shop, it's like whoosh, everything that needs to be done floods me as soon as I walk into that place. And so then I'm reacting to stuff that needs to be done, but I will try to get that out to you right away. I believe I have the email flagged, so I just need to go back and refresh my memory. I think you wanted 36 count. So I'm going to need to go back and refresh my memory with that email, and then I'll get all that stuff together for you and get you invoiced and get it out the door to you. I did reply back to you, but in a different email. Hello, Kim. What did you reply back to me for? Tammy, I used a screen print. Forget the name. One with beige. Oh, okay. Okay, so here's my Savior's Praise, my Sabbath stitch that I've been working on little by little. I did get some done yesterday. Those wrinkles, I swear. I did press it today, so it's a little bit better than it would normally be. So little by little, making some progress. I realized yesterday that I don't have a clear cut plan with where I'm stitching. I was kind of like, I feel like doing a border and then I want to do some letters. And so I've just kind of been jumping here and there and everywhere. So that's that. That is a Savior's Praise, my Sabbath stitch. That's where I'm at so far. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Kim, I'm gonna send out thank you so much for that, by the way. So Kim has volunteered to compile our Stitching with Lori Club cookbook swap, or a recipe swap. So Kim, I'm going to send out an email to our Stitching with Lori Club, and we're going to discuss it during our Stitching with Lori Club meeting on Wednesday night. So I'm going to send out an email to everybody to follow up on that so they know where to send their recipes if they want to contribute. And we're going to talk about it Wednesday night at our club meeting. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. Oh my goodness. Timmy, Renee would like to see Jack up close. Yes, here is Jack by All Through the Night. Stitch. This was our January stitch of the month for 2021. He's so cute. I need to stitch Henry and Harry too. They're so cute. But this is how I felt going into 2021. Like 2021 is here. Let's put 2020 behind us. So this one really spoke to me at the beginning of 2021. And then I found this basalt splash cloth. I think it's 25 count Lugana. It's either 25 or 28. I think it's 25. And all of these are part of the cloth. The big snowflakes obviously are stitched, but all of these little dots are part of the cloth and it just worked perfectly. He did end up a little bit bigger than I had hoped. So it would have been nicer to find this cloth in a little bit higher count to make him a little bit smaller, but I think he's still darling. He's still really, really cute. So that is Jack. That is Jack. All through the night. I have a question regarding Fall on the Farm. Is the fabric that will be used going to be big enough to do all the yes. Yeah, so Little House and Country Cottage, they usually design their series, with the exception of Santa's Village. Most of their series are designed to fit on one fat quarter piece. So yes, I have double checked that. I've done the calculations again. And it's supposed to finish at a 13 by 13 inch square when stitched on 16 count or 32 count. That'll vary a little bit if you stitch on a different count cloth. If you stitch higher, it will get smaller. If you stitch lower count, like 14, 10, it'll get bigger. But it's supposed to finish when stitched on 16, 32 count or 30 count linen at about a 13 by 13 inch square, which means you'd need a 17 by 17 inch piece of cloth, and a fat quarter measures at about 18 by 25. So you should be just fine with that. So hopefully that helps. Helena. Sandy, thank you. Kimberly, on gathering snowflakes, I don't think one skein is going to be enough unless my dog or the grand dog I watch. Oh, Oh, well, it called for 1 skein, so that's why you got 1 skein. But if you need more, I do have more in the shop, so just let me know and I can get some out to you because I did order extra. It's not listed in the shop, so you might need to email me, but I do have more. Yes, I had 2 people reach out, Susan, who volunteered to send ornaments to the people who didn't get ornaments, and so those actually went out last week, I think. So those should be on the way for the ones that I know of. If there is anybody else that I'm not aware of, then those people have not been taken care of. But for the people who contacted me, they've been taken care of. Thank you for asking. I didn't get the chance to work on mine, but next Sunday I will. Oh, well, you're way ahead. You're very far. I'm just kind of plugging along. Thank you, Sandy. I struggle with all that extra fabric. I know it is hard, Huckleberry, to kind of maneuver around with all that extra fabric. Use clips. I stitch it in hand and I just kind of throw that fabric. Sometimes it annoys me and I'm like, ah, get out of the way. But I stitch in hand and just kind of maneuver the fabric wherever it's not in the way. I don't use a hoop and I don't use that other stuff. I don't roll it up and clip it. I don't like that. The clips then kind of get in the way. So I'm not a fan of that either. So the best thing that I found is stitching in hand and just, sometimes I do grab it from the top. So if, as I'm working my way across and I'm holding it like this, instead of bunching up all of this, sometimes I do grab it from the top and hold it like this. And sometimes that helps when I'm getting further and farther over. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you, Kim. I have not finished Brick House. How is the fabric supplied for hat? Stitch long. I might want to stitch them in a row. It's supplied with the idea of making it as individual pillows. So that's how the stitch along fabric is offered. But if you need a custom cut of something, Margaret, I'm happy to work through that with you and help you with that. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Helena. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Helena. Carla, question. I spilled water on some R&R French vanilla fabric. Uh-oh. Made a huge, uh-oh. I'm in the process of frogging the partially stitched Blackbird Designs piece, and I'm thinking fabric to see what happens. Oh, so that has not happened for me, but does anybody out here have suggestions for Carla? Help this woman out. That is so frustrating when stuff like that happens. You work so hard on this piece and then an accident happens like that. And if there's a way she can save it, if somebody's experienced that, spilling something on your piece and having water spots on it, what do you do to fix that? What worked for you? I have Jack started and his buddies waiting in the wings, going to stitch them on one piece and make a drum. Learning experience, haven't made a drum. Oh, that'll be so cute, Margaret. So, so cute. Okay, so now my daughter's going to take over for reading your questions and stuff, and I'm going to stitch. Today I am working on, because I am determined to get this done this month, I am working on flea market flowers. I can't show you guys the pattern. And this is where I'm at. I don't know if I'm going to finish this month or not, but I'm hoping to finish it this month. And the other thing, have you guys ever learned, once you start using, I'm going to try to do a weird setup here. Once you start using magnification, have you ever noticed that it's really hard to stitch without it, even on counts that weren't a problem for you before? I gotta get that out of the way. I'm going to try to set my light in my drawer. Too many rulers. All right. You can go ahead and read if anyone has anything to say.
Stephanie Diller says, hello, everyone. And so does Valeria.
Hello, Valeria. Hello, Stephanie. Valeria, I sent you an email with all of the stuff you requested. So hopefully that helps you, my friend. I hope that helps.
And Sandy says, your stitch is beautiful, Angela.
Thank you, Sandy. I'm so excited to get some stitching time in with you guys. Like I said, it's a little bit of a mashup of floss tube and stitch hour because I had some information that I wanted to share with you guys. I didn't want to wait a whole other week to be able to share it with you.
SR Sandy says, yes, I can't stitch without it.
I know. What is up with that? Like, I'm stitching on 25 count Lugana right now, and I did not, prior to using magnification, I didn't have a problem stitching on 25 count Lugana. It was no big deal. But now I tried to stitch this morning in preparation for this, for Happy Little Stitch Hour. And I was like, what is happening? I can't see anymore.
Susan Morris says, so fun to have your daughters with you today.
It is. We get a little bit of a day off, although this one has a basketball game tonight, so not a complete day off. Huh?
And homework.
And homework. So not a complete day off, but a day off from school, which is nice to have a little bit of downtime.
Renee Goodwin says, thanks, Angela.
You're welcome, Renee.
Tammy says, yes, my eyes are so used to the magnifiers now. Hello, Tammy.
Hello.
And Helena says, for my large pieces of fabric like Santa's Village, I think the fabric is 24 by 24. I really like the 11 by 11 Q-snap and the magnetic tiles to wrangle the rest of the fabric. Nancy says, hi to the backup quarterback. It is very nice of you to help Mom. Thank you.
So nice.
Kim says, I haven't had that issue, Carla, but I would probably wet the whole thing if you aren't stitching with over-dyed floss and then let it dry out in the sun.
There you go. Are you stitching with over-dyed floss, Carla? Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works.
Stitching Granny of 17 says, large fabrics, I use magnetic tiles. Tammy says, plus I need a very bright light.
I know. I don't understand what is happening. Aging eyes.
Sharon says, time for those bifocals,
Oh,
Angela.
Sharon. Sharon, you have not commented on my bifocals for a while.
Nancy says, what grade are you in?
What grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
She's a freshman.
Carla says, Angela, do you have bifocals? Maybe time.
Carla, you are joining Sharon's team. I know. I have thought that. I said to my husband the other day, when I wake up in the morning, I cannot see anything. And he said, do you mean before you put your glasses on? I was like, no, that's not new. I can't see anything without my glasses. It's been like that since like 4th grade. But no, when I put my glasses on, I still can't see. Like if I'm looking at my phone, I can't see, and I end up having to hold it way back. And he's like, maybe you should get those bifocals. I was like, shush.
Kim says, how did the spelling beers do?
That's on this Thursday. So that's on the 20th. So we haven't had it yet.
Trisha says, LOL, Angela, it's because you need bifocals and your mind is showing you.
My mind is playing tricks on me. That's what I think. It's just like when I had my birthday and I was like, what? I must not be able to do math anymore because that number can't possibly be correct. There's no way that I'm that age.
Sandy says, I always thought elementary school was so busy, but once my youngest was in high school and doing sports all year round, high school was far busier than any other school year.
Yes, especially during those first, couple years or a year and a half or so where you're still the one driving the kids everywhere. It's so different from when I was little. There are so many more activities. Now, I mean, when I was in elementary school and even middle school, it was like you went to school and you came home. That was about it. We didn't start doing sports until junior high, and, we just didn't have all of that stuff. I'm not sure I'm not sure that it's better now, to be honest with you, but I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe in some ways it could be, and in some ways not so much.
Stitching with the Sisterly says, I'm coming up on a finish on Freedom by the Primitive Hair and getting ready to sew Sashing on the Raven by Blackbird Design.
Those are both beautiful stitches. I bet that they're gonna be beautiful finishes. And
Just
I've been following, by the way, Colleen, your Abe Lincoln. Isn't that what you're doing? You're doing Abe Lincoln? I can't wait to see how that comes out.
Jessica says, I'm working on a flea market flowers too, and it's part of what is it?
Whipco?
Yeah, that. A whip go board, and I'm determined to get more of it done.
I'd be very happy to finish this month. However, the shop may cause that to not happen, which is good, which is fine. But there's a ton of work to be done. So I will be focusing on that and fitting and stitching when I can.
Naomi says, I do have a very large Q snap I've never used before. I will try that someday.
Let me know how it goes, Huckleberry, and if you like it, if it makes a difference for you.
And Becky says, do you have the magnetic ties in the shop? If not, can someone tell me what they are called to find them on Amazon?
I do not have them in the shop. And if they are,
What did you do?
I don't know, I'm off by one. Grr. If I can find them and I need to get them in the shop because there's something that people really like, I'd be happy to do that.
Sandy says, it's so sweet that your daughter takes time out of her busy schedule to hang out with us too once a month.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Carla says, yes, Oprah died, so I'm frogging all out.
Oh, no.
Sharon says, I'm stitching on Quilty Love today. Valentine's Day will be here soon.
Quilty Love.
Kim says, Becky there called magnetic. Oh no. I lost my spot.
I'm off by one. I hate that. Oh.
Oh, they're called magnetic cable ties. I found my spot again. Martha says, yes, thank you, Angela's daughter, for reading the questions for your mom. Hugs.
Clearly, it did not help me count. Where did I mess up? It doesn't make sense. Everything was right except for right there. Ugh.
Maybe your border's wrong.
Well, it was right up above.
Sherry says, "Love the new stitch along. I love Harrietta and have wanted to stitch her forever."
Oh, really? She's so cute. I would like to stitch her too.
Sharon says, "Angela, seriously, you will be so pleased when you get bifocals or no line bifocals. It is amazing."
I do need new glasses because the other problem is part of this, they have that coating on these lenses. I don't know what it is, but there's coating on it and it's part of it is scraped off. And so right here, right in the middle of my vision is this chunk of area where the coating from the lens has like peeled off. I've had these glasses for a very long time. And as you know, my other glasses broke and then they just kind of gave me these and they don't even really fit the lenses appropriately. It's just like what they could find that would work the best. And I haven't gone and gotten anything to replace them. So I need to do that. But I haven't done it yet.
Sandy says, "Does anyone find that when you use overdyed fabric, the holes seem smaller? The 32 count seems more like a 36 count on overdyed."
Oh, I've not noticed that.
Uh, Tammy says, "Kim, did your machine make it to you yet?"
Yes, Kim did it.
Stitching with the Sisterly says, "Fourth grade is when I found out I needed glasses. I
Me
thought
too.
I thought everyone saw like me." LOL. My dad asked me the bowling score and I couldn't read it. That's when I learned I needed glasses.
The bowling score. I kept failing the test at school, and, my mom kept taking me to oh, that's not right. My mom kept taking me to the eye doctor. Oh, that's why. Aha, I figured it out. Um, taking me to the eye doctor, and they kept saying, "No, she's fine," and then my mom was like, "Are you faking?" And I was like, "I don't think so. I don't know, like, I'm just telling them what I know," but my mom was very much like, "So help me, if we keep going to the doctor and you're faking because you want glasses." I was like, "Why would I want glasses?" Oh, see? I was just trying to stitch without the magnification. Don't worry, all is well. I can count correctly and my numbers all add up. So we're back on track, people.
Then she says, "I used to get in trouble for squinting." LOL.
I know I kept having to get moved to the front of the class, and now I have like the worst. I mean, I just don't have good eyesight. And so now I'm like, "Ma, do you think I was faking it?" She's like, "No."
Chris says, "I went wedding dress shopping this morning with my granddaughter. Cannot believe I'm the grandmother of the bride. Where does the time go?"
Where does the time go? But how fun! I bet that was fun to go and do.
Carla says, "Yes, we used to just walk home from the gym, not today."
Right, right. That is so true. I know. Not today.
Sandy says, "My oldest is almost as old as me. LOL, how is that possible? Forever 28."
Right? Yes, I think my age stopped at 30. Tell my kids that I think my age just stopped when I started having kids because I don't know, your life changes so much and you just get so busy and your focus is no longer on you. And so for me, I since then I can never remember. Some people ask me how old I am and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm 30.
Kim says, "Tammy, supposedly it's coming today, but not holding my breath."
Oh my gosh. But there's at least been movement, which is good. I mean, that's hopefully a good sign. Oh my gosh, Kim, I hope that it comes today. You're going to have to let us all know. That has been driving me crazy. I was telling my husband about it, and I was like, "It's not there. You can't find it. It's a sewing machine. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen to it?" So I hope it gets there today.
Kathy says, "Does anyone grid their fabric?"
I do not. I've seen others do it. I'm pretty sure that there are some out here who do it, but I don't.
Susan says, "It's so nice to see you stitching, Angela."
Thank you, Susan. It's nice to be stitching. I swear to you, I said to my husband last week, if I can make it through this week, then I can like, and then it's going to be a super busy week again because guess what? I think you guys are the first to know cookbook is on the way. It's coming. So I'm like, okay, we got to be ready. We're going to get this stuff done. We're going to get it cut up. We're going to get it right back out the door. Um, it's coming. That rack, that shelving rack that I have left empty specifically for that will soon be filled.
Stephanie says, "I'm not sure if Tammy said something earlier since I got here late, but I'm so happy with how it is going. People are participating
Yay.
and we are having so much fun."
I see it. I see it happening. And I have been reading how people are doing and seeing everything that people are posting. And what is really tempting me is I've been seeing how people are talking about how they've met their goals. Like the majority of the posts that I've seen have been people saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I met my goal. I touched this whip this month and I got, a chunk of it completed, whatever their goal was, whether that be hours or stitches or whatever." But people are meeting their goals, which is pretty cool. So, oh my gosh, I don't have time to take on another thing, but it is very tempting to just jump in and give it a try and see how it works and see if it really does make a difference, because right now it looks to me for some people who are involved in it that it really is making a difference in getting some of those whips moving.
Helena says, "I hope you can fudge if only off by one."
I fixed it. I figured it out. I added an extra one where, and it's all good. It's correct. There's no mistake. It's correct.
Tammy says, "Kim, that's crazy."
That is crazy. I hope it arrives today. I even need this to thread my needle. And even then, it doesn't work. Do we have a scissors in here? Do I have a scissors in here? Of course I do.
When do you not have the scissors?
I love these scissors, by the way. These are really nice, heavy scissors. I like a scissors with a little weight. Why are you laughing at me?
This is just something you don't usually hear people say.
Like a scissors with a little weight?
Yes.
Are there people out there who feel the same? I wonder. Maybe that's just me being weird. I don't know.
Sharon says, "Can't stay today. Bye, everyone. Have a great day."
Bye, Sharon.
Naomi says, "I'm working on Shine On today, determined to finish it." And Angela, "I stitched all my borders from page 1 on A Savior's Praise, only to realize that I had one extra stitch on the first line."
Oh, Huckleberry, what did you do? You just left it. Like, I'm sure, did you do something with it?
Stitching with the Sisterly says, "Your eye doc will advise you if you need bifocals."
He did, and I chose not to listen to him, Colleen. I said, "Clearly you have me mistaken with someone older. I don't need bifocals." And he's like, "Well," I said, "I'm too young for bifocals." And he said, when the doctor gets that high pitched tone and they're like, I'm not so much. He kind of looked at me and he's like, "This is about the age that starts to happen." And that's how my doctor talks. It's her doctor too. And she can confirm that is how he talks. So it's like very, yes, this is when it starts to happen. And it's like, wow, I beg to disagree. And I think I'm going to hold off. Well, that's up to you. if that's what you want to do, but my recommendation would be that you get bifocals. So we'll see. I thought originally I'll hold off like 5 years, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it that long.
Sandy says, Angela, I'm having the same problem. My lenses are so scratched and it's messing up my vision.
Yes, it drives me crazy because it's right in my line of vision. My husband was like, "Why don't you go get new glasses?" And there's just a lot of stuff going on. It's very hard to take time to go and get all that stuff done.
Kim says, Angela, are you stitching on or around the eye symbol? If you are, look closely at the chart. I got off by a stitch too because it looks like there's a space, but it's just that darn symbol.
I don't know. I'm doing but I'm not off anymore. I just
You fixed it.
miscounted. I fixed it. But I'm working on this one. The orange petals for this one. But I'm not off anymore. So I'm working on the triangle symbol. That's what I'm working on.
Trisha says, I just finished stitching the church block in the middle of Frosty Forest. Angela, thank you for the inspiration. Filling in the snow without a pattern was stressful, so I ate lots of chocolate.
Well, you're welcome for that too. I like chocolates. I hope that you like how it turned out, though. I don't know. For that, I tried not to stress out about it. I was just like, I don't want my path to be perfectly straight because when you shovel snow, whoever gets like a perfectly straight line. So my path was going to be a little crooked. And so I was like, well, I'm going to add another stitch here, take away some stitches here, like not do as many here. So I hope that you enjoyed it and it wasn't too stressful. And I hope you like how it turned out. That church is so pretty.
Carlos says, me too. I remember the first time I could see the blackboard.
Right. And I really do need to go get new glasses because I know that every time I get a new pair of glasses, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see, like it's amazing. So I do need to take some time to go and do that, but I haven't done it yet. There are a number of things that my husband's like, you need to do this, like like self-care stuff that follow up with different appointments or stuff like that. He's like, you need to do this. I'm like, oh, where is the time? There's just every day is full. But I do need to do it. It is important. I know.
Stitching with the Sisterly says, seriously, Tammy? Angela!
What? What?
Your bifocals.
Colleen. Yes, I can be a little non-compliant sometimes.
And then Tammy says, yes, ma'am, Colleen.
What?
Because Tammy said, your doctor has told you many times.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Multiple times.
Yes, he has.
Sandy says, Angela, when did you start cross-stitching?
So I cross-stitched as a kid, although, I wasn't very good at it. And my mom cross-stitched, and my grandma, my mom's mom, did embroidery, and she did cross-stitch. And so she always embroidered pillowcases. They were so pretty. And my mom cross-stitched all the time. And so, of course, when I was little, I saw her cross-stitching all the time, and I wanted to do it. So then she started to let me kind of do my own thing. But seriously, the back of my cross-stitch was like I traveled from the bottom corner to the top corner, like it was terrible. There were knots all over the place. Like it was not good. But I cross-stitched at that time. Yeah, I got a little bit better as I did it more. And then cross-stitching kind of phased out. And so in the 80s, it kind of, late 80s, it kind of early 90s, it kind of lost its steam a little bit. And so then it kind of went out of my life. My mom stopped doing it. By the early 90s, my grandma had passed away. And so I have her stash of floss though. She had like a whole big, huge bag of floss that my mom gave to me that was hers. So I still have that here. Uh, but I started doing it then, and then I picked it up again, you know, a few years ago when it started to kind of uh, take flight again. And all these new patterns, I mean, they're so pretty, hard to resist.
Patty says, I had to stand in front of the class at a teacher podium to see the chalkboard. Very embarrassed.
Oh, Patty. Oh no, that would be the worst.
I had to do that.
I didn't have to do that, but that would not be fun.
I had to do that in 4th grade. It's not fun. Sandy says, my little ones don't even know how old I am.
What? Like your kids? How little are your little ones?
Valeria says, Angela, I can't find on your shop if I signed up for the chicken quilt stitch along. And then she says, I spent all night bobbinating.
Oh, you did. Yes, Valeria, I just sent you this morning an email with all of your stuff on it. So the chicken salad stitch along, yes, you reserved a kit with us and it's listed on there. So I sent you an email with all of your reservations so that you know what you've reserved. And I've even highlighted on your email the ones that are duplicates so that I can know if you want them or not. So that email should be in your inbox because I did that all just like, I don't know, an hour ago or so. So I hope that helps you. But it's all listed in that email.
And then she says, Tammy, are you ready for your big day?
Tammy's birthday is coming up.
Caroline says, hello, Angela from snowy Toronto.
Hello, Caroline. Caroline. It can be pronounced both ways. Hello from snowy Toronto. Thank you for joining us.
Stephanie says, my 2 projects for this month are things I wouldn't have touched for a long time if it weren't for WIPCO. Also, I think I might need to up my goal because they were a little too easy to meet.
Well, that's a good problem to have.
Tammy says yes.
She's ready for her big day.
Sandy said, bye, Sharon. Naomi said, I left it, going to work with it, LOL.
Gonna work with it. Oh, good. Good. It might not, with that stitch, it might not be a big deal. I don't know.
Sandy said, what is bobbinating?
So she got all of her bobbins ready for the big stitch along. So she's got a bunch of bobbins threaded and ready to go. She's ready. I love it.
Kim says, Angela, you crack me up. Both the bifocal story and those scissors. It scares me to use giant scissors like that on my cross stitch, but I guess they're easier for you to see. And then she says, I tease because I love you.
What?
It's right here. She says, I tease because I love you.
I won't lose those scissors. They're heavy, so I can feel them in my hand. I don't have to see that they're in my hand. I just know that they're there. And they're red, so that helps too with the vision thing. Yes, I love those scissors.
And then Tammy says to Stitching with the Sisterly, see, I told you. LOL. About your bifocals.
You guys are going to be like, if I ever come, I'm so part of the thing is I fear that it's going to be really hard to see with bifocals. I've heard people, and I know some of you have said that you didn't have this problem, but I've heard from about people who have a really hard time kind of, they're like this all the time, trying to find a line of vision where they can see clearly. I don't want to do that.
Carlos says, used I used to be able to use the magnifier alone, but now I have to have my bifocals and the magnifier.
Oh no. Your bifocals and the magnifier? No, I don't want to hear that that's coming.
Galen says, Angela, you take such good care of us. You really need to do the same for yourself. Progressive lenses have been a godsend for me.
Who said that?
Galen.
Who? Oh, Galen.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to need to take the plunge at some point. Number one, it'll probably be 5 years, partially because of my stubbornness, but partially because of my just not taking time to go and do it.
Kathy says, I'm stitching Winter Wonderland from the Snowball book, patterns by Brenda Gervais. I even dyed my fabric for it. I'm really happy with it.
That was one that was requested for a stitch along. I've been reading your guys' requests and feedback about what you want to see for Happy Little Stitch Shop in 2022. And so, because I want to implement some of that. And one of them has been more stitch alongs, which I was kind of surprised by, but I love it. And so we're looking into that and trying to plan out better and kind of, take 2022 to do more planning. And then the other one of the ones that was requested was that series of little booklets from With Thy Needle and Thread.
Carol says, silhouette frames and lenses, they never scratch. I've had 3 pairs in the last 10 years, not one scratch.
This is the first, I need to remember that. This is the first time in forever that I have had a scratched, and I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know. It just scratched somehow. I don't know.
Holly says, it's finished some projects day. Lori Holt bag panel. I made all the large ones right away, but put aside the smaller and just now making them. I'd love ideas for what you all put in the smaller bags.
My floss. For my Savior's Praise, I put all of my floss into one of those smaller bags and put that into the bigger bag. I love it. I love it for that. I love to have little floss bags to put my floss in, and that size is really nice for that. So that's just one of many suggestions for that.
Stacy says, Angela, you are not alone. I told my eye doctor, thank you for your input, but bifocals are not my style.
See, it's not just me.
Trisha says, you know what I can see? It's amazing. You know that I can see it's amazing feeling you mentioned. Just start imagining how amazing it will be when you get bifocals and can see up close. That's your first step towards doing it.
It's so weird because I have been nearsighted for so long, and now it's like my brain cannot compute when I can't see stuff up close. It's like, what? But that has been the one distance that has been like, pulled through for years and years. Like you can always see things up close. And now suddenly I can't see things up close. And I'm like, what? Why are you failing me? Why are you leaving me? Don't leave me.
Chris says, I couldn't read the test questions on the blackboard, so the teacher had to read them to me in front of the class. 8th grade, I think. So
Oh,
embarrassed.
no. And of course, that's like the worst age for stuff like that to be happening.
Valeria says, thank you, my angel.
You are welcome, Valeria. I hope it helps. I hope that it helps.
Sandy says, oh, thanks, Angela, for clarifying what bobbinating is.
You're welcome. Oops.
Patty says, had the bifocals a couple years and I don't like them.
See? So what do you do then, Patty? Do you just muddle through with imperfect eyesight?
Stitching with the Sisterly says, eyes are quick learners. They adjust fast, i.e. magnifying.
True. True. Case in point is happening right here.
Martha says, Angela, just think how much faster you can stitch with new bifocals.
I wonder if that would be true. Oh, that's tempting. Martha, you know me too well. That would be tempting to fit in more stitching time. Make it more efficient.
Debbie Gilmore says, hi, I'm a new cross stitcher. What is railroading?
So railroading, I don't really hardly ever do it. I've maybe done it a couple times, but I don't feel like the difference is that significant that it's worth my time. But railroading is where, let's say you have 2 strands of thread that you're stitching with, and you want it to lay nicer. And so when you, let me see, you go between the 2 strands of thread is what you do. I don't even know if I can do it because I don't ever do it. So I'm going to go down. And when I come back and go do my top stitches, when I go back down, I'll go through in between the 2 pieces of thread to get them to separate and not clump up and lay nicer and flatter. So that's the idea behind it, is you go between the 2 pieces of thread, or if you have 4 pieces of thread, you go between the 4, you do 2 on one side of your needle and 2 on the other side of your needle, and it's supposed to make your stitches lay flatter. But so like right now, when I'm going to go back down, before I go through, I'm going to go through in between. I don't know if you can see that, but see how I have my 2 threads separated? So I'm going to go in between those 2 threads and then go back down through the hole. But I don't notice much of a difference when I do that. Of course, maybe there is a difference and I just can't see it. It's quite possible. But so I don't take the time to do it. I think it takes more time. But some people love to do it, and so they do railroading and they think it makes a big difference with their stitch. So it's up, it's to each their own.
Sandy says, it's odd, but I can stitch so much better without any glasses and no magnifier. But if I have my glasses on, I need a magnifier.
That is so weird. Wonder why that is.
Kim says, my progressive bifocals were only hard to get used to once when the bifocal line was too high. Almost killed myself on the stairs.
Oh, no.
But they were fixed and have been perfect since then.
Oh, well, that's good.
Susan says, yes, more stitch-alongs with Brenda Gervais patterns and hand and heart patterns.
Heart and hand, yes. Yes, Cecilia is also fabulous with her designs.
Tammy says, I only had to wear glasses for distance and wore contacts all the time, so now I have to wear glasses all the time.
Oh. So that you can see up close. Is that right? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah. Carla says, I tried progressives, but I get motion sickness and couldn't wear them. I was seasick.
No, that is the worst. Nothing like walking around feeling like you're not steady on your feet.
Sarah says, I got baby progressives, different trade name. The doctor called them training wheels. Only took a day to get used to it. The glasses have to fit and stay just right to avoid the trouble of focusing.
That's what I'm worried about. My glasses never seem to fit my face.
Susan says, late. Can you show your cross stitch?
Yes. Yes, I sure can. So, and it's pretty much time for us to wrap up. Anyway, so that's perfect timing. So what I'm working on today, what?
I'm still way behind.
Oh, well, we'll catch up on comments. So what I'm working on today is this flea market flowers. This has been our slow roll along for 2021. And I am on this, I'm on this block right here. So I only have those blocks left to finish. So I'm on a mission to get them done because I want to open up my plate for Fall on the Farm starting next month. So here, sorry, my thread is going to be in the way. Here is my stitch so far. I got a few petals, all those orange petals in. I was hoping to finish the orange this today, but didn't quite get there. So I will keep plugging away at this when time allows. And let's catch up on what people are saying, and then we'll do our giveaways. And then guess what? I'm taking my mom and dad to see the shop today for the first time. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think they are going to be very surprised. So I'm kind of excited to take them to go do that. Where are you? Oh, right there. Yeah. Susan. Hello. Hello, Bex from Texas. Oh no, I lost you. Muddle through makes me feel like I am falling forward. Oh, me too. Stitch without my glasses, with glasses on. Problem is finding them. Where the heck did I put them? Just got here. Sorry, I missed you last week. Was my birthday. Happy birthday, Kim. Aw, so fun to be here. Happy birthday. Hello, Kathy. I have progressives and I love them. There is a learning curve to them, but it doesn't take long. Thank you so much, says Debbie. I got progressives. It only took me about 2 days to get used to them because my eye doc had me trick my eyes with 2 different contacts. Ooh, that's tricky. Off to work. Bye, Stacy. The best stitcher I know doesn't railroad at all. She pays close attention to not allowing the threads to twist. Yes, that's kind of what I do. I'm like, I'll untwist my thread if it feels too twisted or I see that stuff is happening. I don't railroad though. I have my first pair of glasses at 50. I can't see anything up close and some issues with distance. I can't figure them out. Oh no. Oh, good, Bex. That is so happy to hear that your back is better. That's good to hear. Just got here. Is that the new shirt? Yes, Kim, it is. This is one of them. This is called Happy Little Stitcher. Happy Little Stitcher shirt. They're listed online. There's a raglan, there's a short sleeve V-neck and a short sleeve crew neck available. So I hope that people will get some. But not until July, says Mary Jo. She'd like to start the Peppermint Lane series. Yes, I'm looking at Peppermint, the houses on Peppermint Lane by Pansy Patch. I'm looking at that on getting that online. Hello, Margaret. Just got here. Hello, Gail. We're just getting ready to sign off. Good afternoon from Ohio. Over a foot of snow. Oh no. Yes, Valeria, your shirt is coming. So there's a Stitchin' with Lori Club shirt. I don't remember which you got, but there's a Stitchin' with Lori Club shirt, and then there's also Happy Little Stitch Shop shirts. Okay, so let's do these giveaways. And then I will um see you guys on Thursday for our normal quilting live stream on Thursday. So here are the names that we pulled. My husband yelled out random numbers and I counted down to that number so that I didn't have to write everything down. So they are randomly pulled. This is just, I just wrote them down. I said, give me a number and I counted and this is what was pulled. So for the mug, we went back and we pulled from the original comments that were put on that floss tube for the mug. And so the winner of the mug that was not claimed last week is Sherry Terry. So Sherry Terry, congratulations. You have won Lori Holt's cookbook mug. Please contact me at happylittlestitchshop@gmail.com to claim your prize, and I will get this in the mail to you. And then for this week's giveaway is this cute little flamingo toes needle minder from Beverly. And the winner for this week is Kim Arnold. Congratulations, Kim. You have won this cute little needle minder. Please contact me at happylittlestitchshop.com to claim your prize. And that's it for the prizes. I don't think I have anything else for you guys. And so please remember to give our Happy Little Stitch Hour video a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. And please be sure to join me. So we have two more lives this week. The first one is on Wednesday night for our Stitching with Lori Club meeting, which the newsletter went out this weekend, and the link to that meeting is in the newsletter. So hopefully everybody got it. And then the second one is on Thursday for our quilting live stream at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on our YouTube channel. So I hope to see some of you for both of them, and I hope to see all of you for the Thursday one. And we will do, I forgot to do the drawing for this last week, so we will draw for this in our quilting live stream on Thursday. Somebody's going to win one over there too. So have a fabulous Monday, you guys. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all go get yourself a Happy Little Stitcher shirt and scream from the mountaintops that you are a happy little stitcher. And have a great beginning part of your week. And I hope to catch up with you on Thursday during our quilting live stream. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to sign up for our 2 new stitch alongs. We'd love to stitch with you. Happy stitching, everybody. Take care. It's not working.